trip occurred just days before the Titan was destroyed.
If the fog didn't roll in and cancel the dive, who knows, maybe we would have left that platform and maybe we would have imploded. But I can tell you right now, I feel like I dodged a bullet, but I also feel very bad for the families who lost
Sean made the decision to give up their seats on the June 18th expedition after they became concerned with the vessel's durability as well as the lack of caution in the man at the helm of the mission after Stockton flew out on an experimental aircraft to convince them to take the trip.
He had so much passion for the project that he was blinded by it. He wasn't objective, and he didn't look at things that I saw and that others saw that were problematic.
Taking trips aboard the Titan before the vessel met its untimely end, complications were a norm.
There were communication problems on every trip I've taken. Again, I don't think that's their fault as much as just that's the nature of the beast.
And even if a friend of Stockton believed the Titan was flawed after hearing cracking while
as
on
the first 4 trips of the year were canceled, just a week later.
Okay. Forward starboard tank, all the valves are closed, and there is a little leak in the top nut.
But naturally, on the heels of tragedy comes conspiracy. And one major theory that's gripped the internet since news of the implosion suggests there's no need to grieve the loss of the Titan's 5 passengers. After all, why mourn the living? According to certain social media users, Stockton allegedly faked his passing to start a new life after allegedly being sued for embezzlement. As for the pilot's passengers, well, as society's elites, who could say they hadn't found themselves in debt, legal issues,
Vessel designed to conquer depths, it was the embodiment of human ambition. But on June 8th,
the mini-submersible Titan.
The Titan submersible.
The Titan sub disaster.
Submersible Titan.
The missing sub.
Continues to be one of the most difficult rescue missions in history. On Sunday, a tourist submarine with 5 people on board went missing during a dive to the wreckage of the Titanic.
OceanGate, the herald of deep-sea exploration, sought to pierce the ocean's veil with their Titan submersible. A vessel designed to conquer depths, it was the embodiment of human ambition. But on June 18, 2023, the abyss stared back. The Titan imploded, swallowed by the very depths it sought to explore. What happened in those dark waters? Join us as we navigate through waves of intrigue, courage, and revelation. This is not just a dive. It's an odyssey into the heart of the ocean's enigma. The depths are calling. Will you answer? Before we unravel the events of that fateful day, let's take a step back to understand the origins of OceanGate and the vision behind the Titan submersible. OceanGate, based in Everett, Washington, is an American privately owned company that specializes in providing crewed submersibles for tourism, industry, research, and exploration. The company was founded in 2009 by Stockton Rush and Guillermo Sonline. Initially, OceanGate acquired a submersible vessel named Antipodes and later built 2 of its own submersibles, Cyclops 1 and Titan. At the helm of OceanGate was a man whose lineage and ambitions were as deep as the oceans he sought to explore. Stockton Rush, a man driven by ambition and a thirst for exploration, has a background steeped in history and a relentless drive to push the boundaries of human discovery. Born into a lineage of remarkable individuals, Rush's ancestors include Richard Stockton and Benjamin Rush, both signatories of the Declaration of Independence. From an early age, Rush carried the weight of this legacy, a heritage that fueled his desire to leave an indelible mark on the world. Initially aspiring to become a fighter pilot, Rush's dreams of soaring through the skies were hindered by imperfect eyesight. Undeterred, he redirected his passion for exploration towards the vast expanse of space. He yearned to be more than just a tourist in the stars. He wanted to be Captain Kirk, exploring uncharted territories like a modern-day pioneer. In 2004, Rush witnessed a pivotal moment in the history of space travel as the first privately funded aircraft brushed against the edge of space. Richard Branson, the iconic entrepreneur, stood on the wing and proclaimed the arrival of a new era of space tourism. But instead of being enthralled by this prospect, Rush's interest abruptly waned. He yearned for more than just being a tourist. He craved the role of an explorer, a discoverer of the unknown. Rush's insatiable curiosity and love for the underwater world led him to the depths of the ocean. With a background in scuba diving and an affinity for underwater exploration, he ventured into the realm of submersibles. In his mid-40s, Rush began tinkering with a kit for a single-person mini-submersible, piloting it in the shallow waters near his home in Seattle. These early experiences ignited a flame within him, compelling him to dive deeper and explore further. He built his fortune by investing in tech companies and decided to venture into the submersible industry. Rush believed that there was an unmet business opportunity in private ocean exploration, which he thought was hindered by the submersible's unwarranted reputation as dangerous vehicles and rigid government regulations. OceanGate's business model involved renting its submersibles to researchers and transporting tourists, who the company referred to as citizen scientists, for underwater excursions. The company's first tourist excursion was conducted in 2010, transporting groups to Catalina Island off the coast of California. To enhance the tourist experience, OceanGate began bringing expert guides aboard the dives. Experts had warned about its flaws, but their concerns were ignored. OceanGate's ambitions culminated in the creation of the Titan Submersible, a vessel that would become a symbol of both triumph and tragedy. In 2021, OceanGate began taking paying tourists in the Titan Submersible to visit the wreck of the Titanic. The Titan Submersible was a significant achievement for OceanGate. It was designed to dive deep into the ocean and was used for various purposes, including research and tourism. One of the notable missions of the Titan was to create a detailed 3D model of the Titanic wreck and retrieve artifacts from the site under strict guidelines and permissions. 2 months before the tragic event,
was just approved.
OceanGate Expeditions released a promotional video boasting about the very safe Titan Submersible. The video, posted on OceanGate's YouTube channel, advertised the $25,000, a ticket trip, as extremely safe. OceanGate Expeditions offers the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be a specially trained crew member safely diving to the Titanic wreckage site, the speaker is heard saying in a voiceover. The video featured OceanGate workers, past passengers, Stockton Rush, Paul Henry Nargeolet, and NASA astronaut Scott Parazynski, who praised the submersible's engineering and safety. With the Titan making waves in the world of deep-sea exploration, no one could have foreseen the dark turn that lay ahead. However, in the aftermath of the tragedy, past passengers who had been on the 12,000 foot